Welcome back, everyone. It is time for Monday edition of Kids Under Construction. Donna Tatro joining us from LA via Zoom, as she does each Monday and Friday. But today we have a special guest. Kristen Buchtel is an award-winning author, teacher, and parenting note taker. You heard me right. She's a note taker. Her book, Noteworthy Parenting, is a roadmap to help empower parents on their journey through parenting, which we all need. She's here to help us develop our own parenting plan. So let's start right there. Where do you start and why notes, Kristen?
Well, why notes is, first of all, thank you for having me. But my husband and I started worrying about our kids as they approached their teenage years, and we started sharing how he was raised versus how I was raised, and decided we needed to get on the same page and create a plan. So I took notes in a notebook on that drive, and that ended up being our parenting plan. So I usually recommend to people when they start their parenting plans to start where you are today. So what are the ages of your kids? What stages are they approaching? What worries do you have, and what topics do you want to cover at the point where you are today? So pick 2 to 3 of those topics to start with, so you don't get overwhelmed in the beginning.
Kristen, I really love this. I want to talk a little bit about how do you develop strategies using notes?
Well, I like to say that there's no two parents that are exactly alike and no two families that are exactly alike. So while they say there's no instruction manual for parenting, creating your own is a step in the right direction. So you are talking as parents and taking the knowledge from how you were raised and combining that with maybe, talking with other friends and family that you have that are parents, sharing books that you've gotten ideas out of, blogs, or even off of segments here like Kids Under Construction. And you take all of those pieces and you put them together to make a plan that works for your family and your family needs. So an example of that would be a bedtime routine. You know, what works for one family might be to set a timer and have the kids, race to get their pajamas on and brush their teeth before they get their bedtime story. But another family may find that's a little too rambunctious and their kids don't go to bed if they do that. So they may opt to use a checklist. So you find what the strategies are that work best for you and your family.
Now, speaking of families, how do you get the whole family on the same page? How can you tweak or update? Kind of talk to us about getting everyone involved and excited about this plan.
Sure. So as kids are younger, it's typically would be the parents developing most of the plans. But as kids get older, you can invite them into the planning process as they become teenagers, which I think, helps them voice their opinions for things that they want to assert themselves, into, maybe technology rules or dating rules, etc. But in the beginning, once the plans are set, you sit down and have a family meeting and talk with the kids about what your new routine or your system is. Maybe you're teaching them how to do a new chore. So you take the time to go over what that looks like and what your expectations are around that new chore, and give them a little bit of time to practice it and give yourself a little bit of time to get used to the new routine before you take a look at if it needs to be tweaked or updated. I like to say that if it's something isn't working, it doesn't necessarily mean that your whole plan needs to be reinvented. You just need to take a look at what are the parts of it that aren't working. So, is it that you need to push a bedtime back maybe an extra 15 minutes to give yourself some extra time, and then your plan will work? Or is it that the kids need to come home and burn off energy before they start doing their homework instead of doing their homework right away? So in the beginning, you may want to take like a 2 or a 3 week time frame to evaluate whether it's working or not. But if it is, then over the course of time, as your kids grow, it's important to update, tweak, and then add to your parenting plan as new stages approach and new issues approach as your kids get older.
Oh, Krista, this is so fantastic. Donna, thank you so much for bringing yet another amazing friend to join us for Kids Under Construction, as we do each Monday and Friday. We are unfortunately out of time, but we do want to remind everyone that Donna Tetra's podcast, Kids Under Construction, is available online at abc4.com. You can send us questions for Donna to kidsunderconstruction at abc4.com. And please do not forget about Kristen Buchtel, an award-winning author, teacher, and parenting note taker. You can find out more on her book on her website, or it is on Amazon, so that's another place to go as well. Ladies, thanks so much for joining us today. We do appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Emily.